I'm stuck. I'm properly stuck. And it's getting darker and darker by the minute. Okay, I'm buckled up, so you can maybe take me about 20 feet. Did you know that the Ford Ranger and the Ford Bronco are built at the same factory in Michigan and they share a lot of components? Well, now you do. But right here, right now, I have a Ford Ranger XL base truck, FX4 off-road package, and I also have a base Ford Bronco that cost about the same. And in this video, I'm gonna show you all the differences and similarities between them and take them into snowy, muddy, and pretty nasty Andre's pit. So let's get going. The Ranger right here is all stock. It's an FX4 package and it came with these tires. Hankook Dynapro ATMs. These are 265, 65s, R17s. All stock and not super aggressive. I mean, they're okay. I'm a little worried about all this mud. I want to thank my buddy Destin for bringing out his Bronco once again. And there's something else going on here. These Steelies right here, these 16-inch wheels are stock, but the tire is not. So Destin upgraded this to a BF Goodrich All-Terrain KO2, but this is a 285/75 R16, which is almost a 33-inch tall tire approximately. So slightly larger tires on this Bronco. This Ranger is an XL with a STX package, which is an appearance package, but it is a base truck. This is a 2019 model, and you can see how basic it is because of this tiny little screen. Although when I put it in reverse, I do have a baby little camera. I have a switch here in the center console, so 2 high, 4 high. I'll put it in neutral. I can go to 4 low. So I do have a transfer case with lower gearing. I have terrain modes: normal, grass, gravel, snow, mud and ruts, and sand. I think I'm gonna leave it in grass, gravel, and snow because it's quite nasty out there. And I am gonna put it to 4 low because I need to have a little bit more slow speed control, lower gearing. And I have a couple other things. I have trail control, which is slow speed off-road cruise control, where all I do is steer. And I have a rear locker. I'm gonna do one more thing other than going into the off-road area right there. I wanna do a turning radius test, Ranger versus Bronco. So I'm gonna start with the Ranger. Oh, look at that. For the driver, one touch up window. So here's my turning test, because maneuverability is key, especially off-road. The mid-size truck, the Ranger, is relatively good at this because it's small. So I'm gonna crank it. I don't have my locker enabled. I am in 4-wheel drive. And I'm gonna go pretty slowly because I don't wanna slide and actually make my turning radius larger than it should be. Let me see if I can actually get up to this little bush. Okay, so that's about a 180. And let me see how, if Destin can beat me. Yeah, I think he can because he's got assist, but let's see how it works. All right, now getting into the new Bronco. This is a 2022 model. The new Bronco came out in 2021. It does have a push button start, so it already feels a little bit more premium. It does have a way larger screen, so that's also quite nice. And then let's talk about all the drive modes. This 4-wheel drive switch is quite similar to what I have in the Ranger. Of course, there's 4 high. There's also 4 low. There's also trail control, very similar system for slow speed cruising, and also goat modes. Here are the goat modes. So sport, slippery, sand. Let's see, and the other way is eco and normal. I think I'll be in slippery because definitely this is poor traction conditions. I'm gonna switch back to 4 low. And then let me show you one more thing. This Bronco is a base model, so it does not come with lockers front or rear. But what it does have, of course, is a traction control switch and also trail turn assist. Listen, once again, thanks for coming out, buddy.
I love it. I love to.
I want you to demonstrate trail turn assist.
Okay.
For those people that haven't seen it. So let's go check it out.
All right, so basically, it's just a button here on the dash. You can use it in 4 low and 4 high.
Okay.
Yeah, and you just basically it drags the inside tire.
You see my tracks, right? Over there by the bush?
Mm-hmm. So you want me to go full crank?
Full crank and do your best.
See if I can beat the circle that you made.
Yeah, do your worst or do your best, whatever that means.
All right.
Okay. Wait, what? Okay. Oh, no. Well, you did beat me.
I think by a little bit.
So basically what it's doing is it's dragging the inside wheel, right?
Yes.
Using the brake. And you saw that. I mean, there was kind of a half donut, half
pivot, kind of three-wheel pivot thing.
Half pivot.
But on the trails, when you have tight switchbacks and coming down the hill or going up, it's a lifesaver because you don't have to do 3 and 4 5-point turns.
These two share powertrain, and yes, that's true. So under the hood of the Ranger is a 2.3 liter turbocharged EcoBoost engine. It's backed up by a 10-speed automatic transmission, and it's packaged into this mid-sized truck this way. But if you pay attention to the details, for example, the intake and the air box right here where the air filter is, also the coolant expansion tank, the brake fluid reservoir, the fuse box, and some of the other components are a little bit different because of packaging, just the size of the hood. Let me show you on the Bronco. Throughout this video, I'll show you several other modifications that Destin did to his Bronco. One of the latest ones is this hood guard, which has several functions. First of all, I think it adds kind of a really cool, mean look. Also, it directs air over the windshield a little bit to decrease the noise from that LED bar from F-150 LEDs. And also protects from bugs and rock chips. This is another item that came from the F-150 LED, this light strip for under the hood. There's actually more space here. Look at this. The whole engine bay looks wider and kind of deeper, and some of the components are laid out in different ways. The power numbers are very similar. About 270 horsepower in the Ranger, 310 pound-feet of torque in the Ranger. And this one, depending on which fuel you're using, 87 octane versus 91 octane, the power numbers can be a little bit higher than the Ranger. And take a look at this. So the airbox is a little bit lower as far as just in the hood space. The windshield washer fluid is kind of relocated a little bit up here, which is okay. Expansion tank is over there. On this side, the fuse box is a little bit larger, I think. And of course the brake booster or the brake fluid right there. So yeah, a few changes, but overall the powertrains are very, very similar. And of course the Bronco comes with a couple of different V6 engines as well. But right here we have the base model. This is quite nasty. So I'm in Andre's pit. I haven't done this area while it's been so muddy. So this could be quite spectacular and dangerous. And then why are we doing this in the evening? Well, there's one great reason. Because as similar as these two Fords are underneath, their lights are quite different. The new Broncos come with LED headlights, and then we upgraded Destin's Bronco with F150LEDs.com lights. You could check out that video on TFL Car. Oh, in the first climb, I'm already stuck. I may need a tiny bit more momentum. I think my tires are completely caked in mud. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use a little bit of momentum. So wish me luck.
Hammer down.
Okay, let me try this. Also, if I go too fast, I might go sideways and really... Ooh. Oh wow! Yes. Wow, dude! The whole game is totally changed because I've done this course like 20 times in the dry. I've never really in the wet, and it's nasty. Let me try to descend. This is kind of scary because I'm sliding sideways.
Yeah, I can see that.
If I use too much brake, this truck is becoming a sled and it's going for the fences. Oh shoot. Oh wow, that was nasty. Okay, normally the logs are the slick part, but now there might be dry. I have my park assist trying to beep at me. See if I can make logs. And I also, ooh, that's bad. I'm going sideways. Okay, I'm gonna try this again. I don't think these Hankooks are helping me too much. I'm gonna give it a little bit more momentum. Well, I think I'm stuck. Hey, Destin, can you come out and help me? I need light, I need a recovery rope, I need shackles, and maybe a drink? I'm kidding about the drink. Okay, so the logs didn't go so well. I'm stuck, I'm properly stuck. So, I can't really back down, let me show you why. We're using steel rod as fence, and if I back into it, I could really scratch my vehicle up, and I don't want to do that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use Destin Bronco and his additional light to pull myself out. Okay, let's try that. So I'm using, we're using kinetic rope for this, and it's getting darker and darker by the minute. Destin has everything color coded and color matched. I love that. Green on green on green. Okay, I'm buckled up, so you can maybe take me about 20 feet. Go. That's it. Ooh, success. That was actually did not require a big push or a big pull. We got it done. So now, Destin, can I drive your Bronco?
Sure.
He's not so sure.
No, it's fine. I trust you.
No, I know, but really, it's a little bit nasty out here. Let's pause for a second and look at the utility. This is the Bronco's Payload, 1,359 pounds. And this Bronco by itself weighs about 4,600 pounds. And if you want to tow with your Bronco, if you get a hitch and proper wiring, everything like that, it'll be 3,500 pounds of maximum towing. Now here's what the Ranger is capable of. Payload on this one is rated at 1,439, so a little bit more than the Bronco. But talk about towing. This is rated to tow up to 7,500 pounds. So of course these are way different vehicles. This is a 5-passenger. That's a 5-passenger. This has a 5-foot bed. That doesn't. That's a convertible. This tows way more. So you just have to decide which one fits your lifestyle and your needs better. Is it a little pickup truck or is it an SUV? I'm about to drop in. I need to see better. Okay. Oh boy. It's like daylight. It actually makes what I want to do a lot better and easier. So of course different tires. You guys are gonna be commenting and saying, wait Andre, you're on different tires in both vehicles. Yeah. Alright, so a little bit of sideways motion. I'm in 4 low. Remember, I don't have a locker here. So the descent was already a little bit better. This better light, actually, I can see the different dirt. I can see where the snow, where the ice is. I can differentiate between different elements of it. And it's actually, I didn't expect this, but it's kind of giving me a little bit more of a clue as to what I'm doing. Yeah, I did it! And I wasn't going too fast. Yes, it's starting to snow. Great. I'm in 4 low and I'm in slippery mode. All right, I'm gonna approach this and I'm not gonna go too crazy. I'm gonna try to. Okay, I want to go this thing. And bam! I'm getting good at this. Should we turn up the ante? Should I do rocks or maybe the trench? How about the trench? It's basically kind of a large articulating holes. And I see some snow in there. But what I like about the trenches versus rocks is that I have space. In the rock course, I could hit the fencing. In the trenches, it's wide open. I can see there's some snow, nobody's been through here. And I'm gonna give it a little bit of momentum. Ooh, it's going up and down. Traction control, yes. Yes. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Who needs a locker? Nobody. Just a set of a little bit more aggressive tires and you can make it work. Wow. So how much do they cost? Well, Destin bought the Bronco in 2022 for about $37,000. Base Bronco with an automatic transmission and a steel bumper up front. No other options. We bought the Ranger about a month ago for $34,500. It was used with about 4,300 miles. But if you bought both of these brand new, you can buy them at a similar price. About 37 or 38,000 bucks can get you comparable Ranger or Bronco if you control your option spending. But I learned 2 huge lessons today. First, tires matter, and I would like to put on some more aggressive tires on the Ranger. And also, lights matter, because I had actually a lot easier time picking my line, finding my obstacles with F-150 LED lights on the Bronco. And they're also available for Ranger and all other Ford trucks and SUVs. So, foreshadowing, I probably will upgrade the Ranger with F-150 LEDs. Thanks for watching. Thank you, Destin, for bringing you Bronco. We'll see you next time.